Hi there, I'm an Ultimate Iron Man. Sort of. I've divided the Runescape map into 18 regions, all with their own custom-built task system. These tasks provide rewards to me, such as XP and supplies. Every week, I will randomly select one of these regions and I'll be locked to it for 9 hours. Once up, my inventory and ward equipment will be wiped. My bank will be operating on a store-only basis, which means I can never take items out of it. I have compiled a list of RuneScape bosses, and the goal of this series is to kill all of them at least once. With every boss killed for the first time, I'm awarded either the choice of an additional region every week, or the ability to carry over one inventory slot every single week. Lastly, all of this content will be streamed live at twitch.tv/MrFrogRS, so be sure to join in. If you need any more information, make sure you check out the description, or just leave a comment. Without further ado, I bring you Regional Rumble! So stupid. And we will go ahead and get ourselves some new regions. Let's see what we get. I don't hate that. We've got some construction options for next week, so I don't mind that. We can trade some construction. Take a little bit of a break from the boss in Bonanza that we had this week. I'm pretty happy with it. I like it. Well, that's that done. Let's move on to another week of Regional Rumble. Hello and welcome back to another episode of Regional Rumble, the series where I play RuneScape terribly in the worst possible gear in silly areas. Anyway, in this episode, we've got ourselves Asgarnia, Southern Karen, and Ardoon. Now, one of the main things I want to work on in this episode is construction, but to do that, we're going to need some money. So, I figured the most optimal way of doing this is actually to go ahead and do some pest control. Now, I was going to start in Southern Karen, but then I realised I'm not going to have any money to do construction with. So, by starting in Asgarnia, we can go to pest control, and obviously you make money by playing pest control games, and we're going to need the points later on anyway, plus I get to do some melee training, which is always great as well. So everything in one is perfect. So I'm just going to go straight into this, and we are going to set the timer. I haven't even set it up apparently. We're going to set that to 9 hours, get that started, and let's get running to pest control. Going to equip all of our gear. These are the 5 carryovers we kept from last time, in case you forgot. We've got ourselves a Dragon Med Helm, a Rune Scimitar, Red D-Eyed Body, a Rune Square Shield, and some red spiky Van Braces that we luckily got from an Eclectic Impling. Wasn't actually trying to get them, just really convenient to get. So I'm going to run down to pest control. Going to do an absolute ton of that. I don't know how much of that I'm going to show on video. It's going to be a bit of a grind, but we will want to get Void eventually, especially if we're going to train construction this week, because once we can install Void in the house, it's going to be really, really good for us, because anytime we have access to our POH, we will be able to use Void, and that is a full armor set, so that could go really well for us. So let's get on with some pest control. Okay, so I've cut out a lot of this episode. It is going to be a short one today. But we have done about 7 hours of pest control, and I've got myself 86,000 GP here. I did get a couple of strength levels, which has also boosted my combat level by 1 during the grind. So that has given me slightly more money over time. Not really much. It's an extra, 100 coins per game. But if you go ahead and exchange with the Void Knight, you'll be able to see how many points we do have right now. 381 points. I am not going to buy anything until I can afford everything, and I can store in the house, but I did want to work on stacking this up anyway, and we did need money for what I want to do next. So I'm going to quickly head over there because I don't want to waste any time. What I want to do is some construction training because we have Southern Karen as well. So I'm going to be going over to the Woodcutting Guild, which we can now enter, now that we have 60 woodcutting that we got before. We'll be able to chop down some oaks, turn them into planks, and then train some construction. That's basically going to be all that we do in this episode. So I'm sorry there's not more to show. It is going to be a very short episode, but I mean, I'm getting combat XP, which I want, and I'm getting the construction levels up. I don't quite have enough money. Ignore the fact that I just dismiss as random. People get annoyed at me for dismissing frogs. I'm busy. I'm no time wasted. Yeah, I don't quite have enough money to get the construction level I wanted. That would be level 40, which is to move my POH to Brimhaven to complete a task. But I might try and get 37 and then complete a medium task in the valley area, or is it valley? I think it's because of Asgardia. I don't know whatever the region's called. My brain's just died for a minute. There's a task there to build an oak pet house, so I might go ahead and try and do that instead, because I don't think I'm going to be able to get the 40. I can spend more time on pest control, but then I wouldn't have enough time to actually do this, and also I do need to buy an axe as well. There's a hard task in the Corendon Kebos area. Nice. See, the difference between these two is pretty drastic, so I'm going to go with an adamant one, because 40k is half my cash stack. It is just not worth doing. And this is what we're going to commit ourselves to. Making loads of oak planks, doing loads of construction. I don't think I have a tool shelf in my house, so I should probably grab a hammer from the general store, but I can grab a saw from here, I believe. Yep. I don't think I actually have anything in the house, to be honest. But yeah, I can grab myself a hammer from the general store, and that'll be construction done. I'm making this clip a bit longer because I'm just going to cut out the rest of it. There's not really going to be anything to show. This will get us some woodcutting levels, hopefully, and then get some construction levels as well. And yeah, construction is going to be really useful, so I really do want to be training it. So, slight issue. Done my first inventory, and then realised my house is in Remington. So I'm going to have to spend a little bit more money to move it over to Overzeahlous, which reinforces the problem of the fact I'm not going to have enough money. I'm not even sure how much this costs, actually. I'm going to keep this recording going just so I can see. We go relocate to Overzeahlous. It'd be nice if I had energy and could run. 8,750. Okay, that's a little bit of a chunk, but it needed to be done. We've got 67,000 coins to use. I should be able to get 37, which is the main goal. 40 was just a bit of an ambitious one, but let's get to it. Alright, so I kind of just skipped over it, but we just got 37 construction, which is the level to build the oak pet house. However, I have just realised that this is an Asgardia task, which means to do that, I'm going to have to move the house back to Asgardia before I can. We've used most of the cash, and we've still got over an hour left, so I might go back to pest control anyway. I don't really know how I want to do this, because obviously I want to do that medium task, but I also want to train as much construction as I can. So I kind of want to move the house back after I finish the grind. I don't know how far I'm going to be from 40. I think I might just use up all of this cash, then go back to pest control, make some more money so that I can get the planks and stuff, and then move it back to Remington, and then do the task then, and then we'll end the week like that, with the house being in Remington. That way I don't have to keep moving it back and forth and wasting loads of money. So that seems to be the plan for now. 19.4k left to go. We'll use up all of this. See what we can get. Probably like 38, 39, I reckon. Let's get it done. Alright, so this is going to be the moment of embarrassment. I have prepared everything to make the oak pet house. We have our oak planks. The house is in Remington because the task is in Asgardia, which means I have to do it in this region. And I've just come to the realization I do not have a menagerie. And they are apparently 30k to build one. This is all the money I have. So, looks like I've completely messed up. I went to build the oak pet house and I'm not going to be able to do it. So, that is a major screw up on my behalf. I guess I'll use up all of these, but man, that is really annoying. I've wasted 5k coins on this. I should have just carried on with pest control. I just feel stupid now. Well, let's get a little bit more construction XP. I might be able to get 39 with this. We'll see, but man, I feel so defeated after that. I'm such an idiot. Well, with that miserable experience, I'm just going to head back to pest control for the last 5 minutes, try and get... Actually, I'll probably only get one game, to be honest. They're like 3 minutes a game, so... Man, I'm so disappointed in myself. So disappointed in myself, but we'll get like one more game of pest control done. We've got like 400 and something pest control points, so that's really nice. So I guess at least there's that, and we are now level 39 construction, so we've done well. We've done well. I wouldn't say this is a total disaster, but definitely feel like I'm on. Right, well that's going to be all the pest control done. 420. Of course we finished on 420. We have 2 minutes left. That is not enough time for a pest control game, so I think I'm just going to go and slap seagulls for 2 minutes. It's kind of miserable to do. Although I did also realise that even if I had grinded out construction, I may have gotten 40, but I wouldn't have had the money to move the house to Brimhaven anyway. So the other task that I wanted to work on wouldn't have mattered anyway, so I guess I shouldn't look at it too bad. I just feel like an idiot for that, so it is what it is. I'm just going to trade a tiny bit of combat XP for a minute and a half, and then we'll roll next week's regions. Alright, well that's going to do it. 2, 1, time is up for this week, and that's just going to be it. So, what did we get done this week? A whole bunch of pest control. It's not that much to shrug off. Oh, congratulations, Nocti. We did get 420 pest... actually, no, I already had some. But we are up to 420 pest points, which is a very, very big dent in what we need for Void. So that's really good. I think it's kind of obvious that next week we'll be carrying over the 5 items that we carried over this week. So we'll carry over them as well. But we do need to go ahead now and roll our new regions. Not entirely sure what I want. I wouldn't mind a combination where I can get Raw Sharks and the Fremy lands, but there could be other combinations that I could benefit from. So let's see what we get. Alright, I mean, not quite what I wanted, but I could probably do something with this, I suppose. We'll see next week. Alright, well that's going to be that. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.